the night. We burn through the night.
So another Doomsday trailer dropped, and well, it did something Marvel hasn't done in almost a decade. It showed Thor, serious, focused, preparing for war. Not the punchline of a joke, not comic relief, but for the first time in years, Thor looked like a god again. And it raised the lingering question that, well, all Thor fans have been wondering for quite some time. With Odin no longer being alive in the MCU, has the Odin son finally become the All-Father? But before we can have that discussion, well, something else happened that kind of stole Thor's thunder. That's right. There was another Doomsday trailer leak. And yes, I know this story's a little bit late, but I had some weird audio issues. And you know what? There's always time to talk about this. Because that Doomsday leak, well, it featured the X-Men. Not only did it feature the X-Men, for once it didn't feature Wolverine. As a matter of fact, Scott Summers, Cyclops, soaked up all the attention. And here's why this hit so hard. Because, well, the reaction, it wasn't an accident. It was a sigh of relief. Fans, they didn't argue, they didn't hedge it, split the camps. Brother, there was peace in our time. The world rejoiced. And it's because fans have been waiting for this for 2 freaking decades, not including the damage Cyclops has taken in the comics. But in the movies, dude's been super mishandled. He has been sidelined, softened, and then unceremoniously killed off, all to clear the runway for Wolverine. And yes, I get it. Especially if you're a 90s kid, right? The 90s were all about Boba Fett and Wolverine. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, for X fans, this wasn't an adaptation, this was erasure. And Cyclops fans never accepted it. And listen, for years, we've been eating the poop sandwich. The media has pushed some very lazy framing. Cyclops is boring. Cyclops is controlling. Cyclops is the problem. But here's the truth. Cyclops was never written to be liked. He was written to be trusted. Because guess what? Leadership looks cold when you don't understand responsibility. See, Scott Summers wakes up every day knowing that if he loses control, if even for a second, people die. That means no impulsiveness. That means no emotional indulgence, no margin for error. And that's not arrogance. That's discipline. See, Professor Xavier, he didn't choose Cyclops because he was flashy. He chose him because he knew Scott Summers would always hold the line. And that's leadership. And then guess what? Out of nowhere, despite all the abuse, and I really mean a lot of abuse, the 2010s up until the weird plant people era of X-Men have not really been kind to Cyclops. And really, they still aren't being that great to him. But something magical happened. Something unexpected happened. X-Men 97 aired, and frankly, it changed everything. Suddenly, Cyclops was, well, he was decisive. He was respected, and he was unapologetic. No jokes to undermine him. No framing as an obstacle. See, X-Men 97 didn't reinvent Cyclops. It remembered him. And this is why this matters. Because that Doomsday leak, this isn't just nostalgia coming from the MCU. It's correction. Just like Thor, maybe, being restored as a god, Cyclops must be restored as a leader. He was never the villain. He was never a wimp. He was never a simp. He's the foundation that the X-Men stand upon, even if they don't realize it. So if the MCU really is truly serious about restoring that old feeling and bringing the magic back, well, you start by making Cyclops great again.
From the ink of the comics to the glow of the tube, every twist, every turn keeps us locked in the groove. TV's flashing neon, check the microphone, with the speakers of